Welcome to Hostess with a Mostess Radio. This week's episode, we will be featuring highly acclaimed party planner, Paris Hilton. Stay tuned for our one-on-one interview about her great tips and tricks on planning a fabulous A-list soiree. Okay, we're back to HWTM Radio, and we have our special guest here with us, Miss Hilton. Welcome to our show. We've heard ravishing reviews about your most recent cocktail party, and we're all wondering, how do you do it? What goes into planning your parties, and how did you plan your latest midnight masquerade ball?
Oh my gosh! First of all, I'm so honored to be on HWTM Radio. It's like a dream come true. And you're right, my parties are always tons of fun, but they're also just as much fun to plan. My last party, the Midnight Masquerade Ball, was super easy to plan because I had my best friend Nicole by my side. There's a tip for you. If you can, never plan a party all by yourself. It's always much easier and so much more fun to plan things when you have help. Plus, when it comes down to decisions like who should be invited, what kind of food to have, and everything else, it's always better to have a second opinion, and it takes a lot of stress off your shoulders.
Wow, Paris, that's hot. Well, stay tuned for more party planning tips and tricks from our special guest, Paris Hilton. And we're back here with Miss Hilton, who's going to reveal to us about the first few steps she takes when planning her fabulous parties. Paris?
Well, some key suggestions I have to take the stress off of party planning that I do are: number one, always use a checklist. And on that checklist, make sure you have specific dates you want them to be done. Put things on there like have a final guest list done by this date, or go visit some catering companies on this date. That way you can see exactly where you are in your planning. Second, always have company contact information on hand, especially the specific people you want to work with, just in case in the middle of the day you see something that inspires your party that you want. That way you can reach them right away and see if that company can work with you. Look at a few companies first before you pick the one you want to use. And last, whenever you're picking a theme, make sure it's something totally in season, so it's easier for you to decorate. It's so much easier to find midnight masquerade masks when the party is around Mardi Gras, and it takes the stress off of having to search for masquerade type of thing.
Wow, Paris, those tips are awesome. I think all of us will definitely keep all of that in mind while planning our next gathering. Thank you to Miss Paris Hilton for sharing her tips on how to get the party planning ball rolling. Tune in next week for our interview with Lindsay Lohan as she shares some of her stories about party planning disasters.